promise you, I do.
You ain't got to speak out. When you do that, you muffle your voice. So stay a little away from the mic. Just a loving suggestion.
There you go.
Okay.
It makes it blows out your audio.
Yeah, it kind of
Okay,
makes me
Chastity.
feel nervous too.
That's
when I
much better.
do that.
Yeah. Now you don't want that smoke, Riley. They'll turn you into a frog. You'll be a chicken that'll get sacrificed or something crazy.
So you familiar with that lady?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
I've watched several things about Louisiana and in general New Orleans with everything that's happened there over the hundreds of years it's been there, and then the flooding and everything. It's a highly dangerous city. 50% like crime rate, super bad crime rate. That's one thing. Like I've looked into it. I'm trying to find places to go. It's 11.5 hour drive with all these plane incidents, and I have a feeling we're going to continue to see incidents with air travel. I really don't want to get on a plane now.
Yeah, I ain't getting on no plane.
As bad as I hate driving long distances, I'm going to stick to driving.
Yeah.
I ain't interested in flying. Things are just things just I hope things get better.
Yeah.
Right now, so much going on, so much
Yep.
turmoil, negativity in the world. Gosh, it's everywhere you turn.
Yep.
Yeah.
I got a big drop coming up this Friday, but I'm kind of behind on it. I've been working on it for 3 days, but I went ahead and edited the first like 30 minutes of the video, pretty much completely edited out. So it's Madison Dry Goods this Friday. So,
Okay. Good.
Yeah, I can't stay on long tonight because I just got back from the store a little bit ago to get me some smoke so I can continue editing uninterrupted.
I want
Hey, Angel.
Boy, smoke.
to. Chastity kills me with that. I want to smoke.
It calms my nerves. It gets intense for me in these places sometimes, y'all. I swear, and it's not just that, like about the cigarettes or nothing, but these investigations, they can. I'm tapping into energy. My brain splits in like 4 different places, and I get very focused, and then when something goes off track, it'll mess with my head. It's just
Sorry, y'all. That was a little audio I was running through. So, and funny you said that because a little while ago I was talking about how do you detach yourself so when you can. I don't remember exactly what we were talking about.
You were talking about how can you go through your day-to-day life when you have your ability.
So I was trying to, if you think that things are going on around you, how do you conduct, a regular day when your brain's processing and seeing and hearing and
I
whatever
don't.
it does
I
day,
don't. I just cut it off, and that's
You
part of
can cut
it.
it.
Yeah, like I always, to a degree, am open, but like if I'm not particularly doing anything, but it's like a light switch, and I have control of it, but it's not like it's gone. But on a day to day, not doing an investigation, it's like there's multiple faces of me, like anybody else. There's different sides and aspects and facets to my personality and my existence,
Right.
psychic medium. So when I turn that on, it's different. For like a paranormal investigation, Chastity psychic is different than a client sitting down with a client and doing a high vibrational read. So
Yeah.
like that's when I turn into like a spiritual therapy, basically. It becomes a spiritual therapy, or I'm connecting with a past relative, which I did launch new services. I know this ain't the right channel to be talking about it on because I am on our Appalachian Nightmare because, the video is coming out this Friday, and I just wanted to give everybody a heads up and check in with you guys and see how y'all were doing and what's good. But I did relaunch my services. So one cool thing that I do have coming is I'm starting. So instead of doing just one-on-one paranormal guidance, I'm going to set up dates once a month or once every other month, depending on the need, and open it up to the public, basically, that they can sign up for a Zoom class. So I kind of go through all of like an hour of paranormal guidance so they can get basic information that they need. And then if they feel the need, and I have, and I can facilitate the time for the worst of the worst cases, because I'm only one person, then I can like one-on-one with these people. But at the end of the day, I'm telling multiple people the same thing. The situation's just different. The conclusions generally 90% the same on what they have to do. So there's no reason I can't facilitate this at a group level to help more people.
Yeah.
And I have some other ideas and stuff. The difference is I am charging $5 for class admission, because the only reason I'm charging $5 for it is because I don't want people just signing up because it's a free class and then not showing up and taking seats from other people that may very well need it. Because
That's very
people, when they invest their time, their money into something, they're more liable to show up.
mm-hmm.
So that's the only thing. And then I'll take that money and invest it back into either traveling, paranormal research, or going to people's homes. Like one of my clients, I might be having to drive to South Carolina at some point soon. There's a multitude of ways that I can reinvest that money back into the paranormal stuff. So, and I don't I hate to do it. I really do. But I just foresee people signing up, because I have people message me and back out all the time because they're unsure.
mm-hmm.
But yeah, ultimately, I mean, it me in a normal day, if I can sometimes get intuitive hits without even being open, like fully open, it's always there. I just go about living my life, like I normally would. Which
Yeah.
I was talking to my sister about this, I'm off camera is a different it's not like I'm a different person, but I can be a lot more quiet sometimes, obviously, because I'm on camera to talk. So there's a balance. You just have to learn it. Like in a newer intuitive, they can be all over the place. You can get played like a puppet by somebody else's emotions that maybe not even be breathing,
Yeah.
if you're constantly open. And I've noticed a lot of intuitive people, they spiral out into severe depression, drug abuse, all kinds of stuff, because they can't handle it. So, and that's, I mean, a lot of very smart, intuitive, creative people end up in prison because they make the wrong decisions because they're influenced by energy.
right.
Yeah.
I guess if it happens so much and you're living with it day to day, that it probably can run your life if you let it.
Yes,
That's
100%.
there's, and I think the point I was making a little while ago is, I guess we're all really lucky that we can't see what's around us right now. At this very moment, wherever you all are at, you have no clue what spirit or what's around you. And
Yeah,
I'm not saying there's something bad around you. Don't get me wrong, but I'm saying there are things around us all the time.
100%.
If you don't
Your
believe,
relatives.
guys, if you don't believe it, this is very easy. Everybody has a smartphone this day and time. If you don't, I look up to you. If you don't have a smartphone, that's awesome. But it's hard to live without them now. No, it ain't really hard to live without them. We do everything with it. But they got a very awesome recorder on them, especially the iPhones. I'm not sure about the other brands. Most of them, all of them do. But you can take that thing. Just take your recorder. When you can be alone, you can be with somebody, whatever. Put it in the room you're on. Mash record, and just forget about it. Come back to it a couple hours later. I don't care, however long you want to leave it running. Mash play when you got some time and it's quiet. Just mash play. You're going to hear all kinds of things back there that you never heard with your naked ear.
Yep.
Yeah.
Am I right or wrong?
That's the daggone truth.
And I mean, you're going to hear talking. You're going to hear words that you did not say. So I mean, there are things happening around you all the time. Speaking of that, I mean, when before you get off here, I want to catch you chastity tonight. You let me know when you're down to a few minutes. I'm gonna pop on some things from the courthouse that we went through.
Okay, that'll be awesome.
We found some neat stuff. Nothing that's going to shock you or shock us, but I think people would like to see it, especially following up from last week when we got the spirit we did catch a spirit on camera that knocked something you had off the podium. I don't know what was it, the speaker.
The spirit.
Yeah.
Yeah, and without a shadow of a doubt, I mean that may be some of the best evidence we have ever recorded.
Yeah.
I'm not saying EVP wise or anything, but the fact that you hear the big loud boom, and I'm holding the XLS camera, and then all of a sudden there it is. Haven't seen the stick figure in an hour and 20 minutes. All of a sudden one runs across the screen. Right when it knocks the speaker off. It does. Without a doubt.
Yeah. All
I'm,
right.
I'm pretty
I'm
con-
hearing an echo on my end. I'm just asking in both lives if they can hear it because I don't know what's going on, but I'm using my tablet. That's why I don't use my phone anymore for StreamYard, and it's not. And now it's doing it on my other device, which
I
makes no
don't hear
sense.
you. You sounds clear on our end.
yeah.
Okay.
I got one earbud in. If I put both of them in, I hear an echo from me and him. So as long as
Yeah.
I put one in, I don't hear it.
Cool beans.
I
But
don't hear
yeah, it was an interesting investigation. I talked to them about going back to the art place, having a hard time scheduling it. She also said the activity has fell off. And now she did tell me while we were at the art place and courthouse that there's like seasons of activity. So the last part of the year, first part of the year, highly active, and then during the summer. And I can't even try to fathom why it would be that way, except for, changing of seasons.
that's
You have
interesting.
your winter and summer solstices. So I don't quite understand any, that or whatnot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's weird.
It
Yeah.
is. So
It's odd.
I don't know.
Well,
It's
I'm glad
quite interesting.
you're back editing videos. That's good.
Yeah.
Lee said, oftentimes we sacrifice the underlying spirit voices for the Class A EVPs. Absolutely, we do.
Yep.
Uh, and I
And it's
and
tough.
yeah, it is.
When you have hours and hours of footage, you have to pick and choose what you put in. Just like right now with Madison Dry Goods, I took the first whole hour and I took everything, cut the whole like first hour of investigation down to 15 minutes, and I'm not done because it's just so much. And I reviewed the footage of Madison Dry Goods, well, part of it from the second floor where I had the night vision camera just running on those. Um, I haven't found anything yet, but I'm not done with looking through the footage. But I'm gonna tell you something. If we go back, there's absolutely no way somebody's going to be able to be up on the third floor and investigate, and then on a second floor and investigate because it sounds like a stampede.
Oh
You can
yeah.
hear every single thing that's going on that third floor. So it will be a polluting evidence. So when we do go back, we all gonna probably have to stick to the same floor. We might be able to spread out on the second floor, but not the third and the second.
And
Okay.
the funny
It,
thing about that third floor is the exact opposite. When you're up on the third floor by yourself, and there are people on the second floor, you hear nothing. That's the weird part.
that
Yeah.
is weird.
When I was up there, when everybody was, we were cleaning up, getting ready to leave. Everybody was on the second floor, and in my mind, my mind's eye, how'd you like that?
I
In
like
my
that
mind's
little
eye, I
touch.
said, I know I forgot every corner up on the third floor. So here I go, Billy bobbing up on the third floor
Yeah.
alone by myself, and I walk all over the place. I don't see nobody left anything. So I said, okay, I'm convinced nothing's up here. I'm walking back to those stairs that the REM pods got all the action they wanted with something going up and down those stairs, an hour previous before me up there again.
Yeah.
And I heard about 10 footsteps walking behind me,
I believe you.
coming toward me and I'm fixing to start stepping down the steps, going down to the second floor. So naturally, I'm thinking, oh, okay. It didn't bother me, but I knew something was behind me. I
Yeah.
got chills up my back. I'm not gonna lie about that, but I knew it was there. But the only thought I could get in my head was, dude, do I take this first step to go down these stairs, and this thing shoved me down these stairs?
That's
I,
how
was,
I felt.
I had that on my mind. Even I don't think it would happen, but I was worried about it.
Well,
So I
Yeah.
started, when I walked down the steps, I walked sideways.
just wait till Friday because I'm not gonna say it, but I found some interesting things on the steps. But
I,
just at least one so far. But I've edited the first 30 full minutes, which was 47 minutes, but it's turned into about 30. I've fully edited that completely. I mean, I might have to touch it up a little bit, but the last half of the video, so the rest of the time we're up there doing the spirit box, and then the second floor Estes session. It's going to be easier to edit, but that's what I'm working on tonight and tomorrow. So I've got 36 hours and probably about 10, 15 more hours worth of work. I'm gonna have to figure it out. So, but yeah,
I,
I'm excited. Definitely a lot of things that made sense. Spirit, the portal box it had some things, but I think honestly our best bet, like for good, there's some really good evidence up there or coincidences if you want to call them that. But the second floor Estes session is what I'm excited to really get in and dig in and edit, because yeah, that's where things got interesting. Not haven't captured any anomalies or anything, I will say that yet, but I'm not through the video, and I don't expect to capture something every single time we go some places. Some places just have feelings,
Yeah, it
and this
does.
Yeah.
place had a feeling, like you felt this place for sure. And it was the most psychically, like visually active place that I've had. So like, besides Trivet Clinic, I put that freaking stone on my head that night, and I'm gonna tell you what, I was immediately thrown into Madison Dry Goods. And I mean, I can do this no matter what, but this one was really strong. Like, when I say that man was standing beside me, when my eyes were closed, it was like my eyes were open and I was in Madison Dry Goods. I was, but my spirit like got up and walked around. So, I mean, it was really, really strange. That man was standing right beside of me, and
Do you
I
know
can't
who?
wait to get in and dig into that.
Do you know who it was?
He had a black face. I don't think it was really a man, to be honest. I'm not 100% sure. I think he could have been a man, maybe, but his face was completely black. It was creepy. I could see his outline. I can hear the leather on his something on his clothing as he leaned over towards me. I can still hear it now. It's like that bending of leather. So imagine sitting there with your eyes closed in an Estes session, and you have this ghost man, quotations here, and he's like right beside of you, and then he bends down over towards your face right beside of you, and you're looking at him, and you hear the leather on his clothes bend and go.
Oh
Yeah,
my gosh.
that's pretty surreal.
So I got balls of steel. I ain't got balls, but there's balls of steel somewhere around here. I'm gonna tell you
Yeah.
what.
That reminds me of, and I go back to it every time. And I've only had, really, it's the first time I've ever had this happen. But when we were at Bobby Mackey's doing that Estes, and the spirit that was behind me, I could feel his breath on the back of my neck when he was laughing with the deepest,
Ugh.
nastiest, roughest, growliest voice. I don't mean growling like a dog. I just mean a
Guttural.
really nasty, crappy sounding voice.
Guttural.
Yeah, well, if I don't know what that means, but it sounds right.
Yeah, it's right.
But it was I could feel his breath on the back of my head and neck, and that's the
Yeah.
first time I ever felt that. I mean, it was real. It was on me. It was around all of us, but I mean, it was on me. That's the,
Mm-hmm.
I wished I let you know, hindsight. Why did you take the headphones off? But I pulled them off. It put a little got my attention. Now I wish I'd left them on just to see where we were going. We'll never know.
Yeah. We were on a trip for sure. And I mean, the fact that we got the big orb, I'm convinced that big orb that come out beside of Riley was not like any type of light anomaly, because I really paid attention and watched it a lot, and it did not move like any of like how you have our IR lights shine back and forth to each other. It was nothing like that.
Yeah.
Right.
The feeling that I got in the room, I saw it in my mind's eye. I pointed out it was standing right beside of Riley. There's things crawling on the floor that I can only see. And actually, V said, he's like, "Can you see that?" And I'm looking, I'm like, "Of course I do," because it was very strong. And then, yeah, Bobby Mackey's is just one of them places you have to go, and not everybody's going to have an experience. I mean, it just goes to show you that places have, ebbs and flows, just like we do. Like, the energy is going to be higher at certain times. When we do investigations around certain lunar phases, we're going to get good activity or no activity. Sometimes, like, a lot of things play a part in the investigations. The mood of the people, it's best to keep your stuff together on the investigation, and try to, even if you had a bad day, you got to put that shit behind you when you walk out the door.
I think
Yeah.
when you're weak and things are on your mind and you're focused on anything but what we're doing, you're subject. You're definitely suspect to something happening that you're not ready for.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
Because they'll find the weak one. They'll find the door. They'll find the weak one, and they're going to it.
Yeah, it's like at St. Albans. Um, I didn't have a paranormal hangover at all, and we only drove an hour and a half to get there, but we had a big long night. I was sore and stiff, but I didn't have that energy drain. But other people really had problems. It's like, and
Well,
then
the
Trivet
first
Clinic was the
first time
same way. I had a bad hangover there.
first time in my life from St. Albans, it took me about 3 days to get over it. That's the first time I've drove straight home from Georgia, straight home from Florida. You're talking about 10 hours where we were at. Nothing like St. Albans. That was rough. I can't. I don't understand it. I don't know what made it any different than any other trip home, other than where we had been. I guess.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't. I don't know. I can't explain it, but it was nasty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to turn the heat on.
Yeah, it got real chilly. I thought the groundhog saw his shadow, but it was warm here, and I'm like, that motherfucker lied, you know. So now it got cold
Yeah.
again. Look, it's a shadow. It's it's Father Spooks. Oh my God,
It's a shadow,
you can
man.
see your shadow.
There's sport.
Spook in the house.
But yeah, um, we got a lot of things coming, guys, this year. It's just about getting it planned out. What's killing us for us, for personally me, I ain't speaking for everybody else, but it's the down payments. You got to make the down payments. When you book places in advance, a lot of places want down payments. And if we
Yeah.
don't have the bodies to go, you know, those down payments can be hundreds and hundreds of dollars depending on how many people are going.
Yeah.
So
That's
that's kind of
great.
challenges I'm facing right now of booking way out. And, you know, it's part of it, but we're going to get her done.
Yeah, we
We'll
are.
get it. Things happen. They work out. I don't know how
Yep.
they do it sometimes. I'm thankful for it every
Yep.
time it works out. I'm thankful. Look, and I'm thankful for it when it doesn't work out, because a lot of
Yep.
times that's a way of things keeping you out of positions and out of things you didn't have no business in. I
Exactly.
try to think that way.
And thankful for everybody that's watching that are our diehard supporters.
Yeah.
We appreciate you guys being here and always being here when you can, and the
Yeah,
folks that go with us and all that kind of good stuff. And without y'all, wouldn't be possible on my end. So I love you guys. V's really working on finding a way to bring more content in a different way, a different light. Like V's really working and thinking hard on some new stuff. So like, you know, and I am too. There's new avenues that I want to take with different same project, maybe different places on the internet type stuff too. I don't really want to give too much away because I don't like talking about what I got up my sleeve. Learn my
yeah,
lesson with that because I get the evil eye, and then some I feel and people, you know, there's some not everybody that watches your stuff has good intentions for you. So
nobody
Yeah.
watches not your friend. That's for sure.
Yeah.
yeah,
That's right.
yep, and yep. So got some cool things planned. I'm excited for 2025. We've been saying this every Wednesday, but we really truly are. Like we think about this is it's part of our life, and I'm not just speaking for
Yeah.
myself. It's all of us. You know, I
Oh,
feel that way at least.
yeah. That's how it is. I think about it every daggone day.
Yep,
Pretty sure I think about it most of the day.
yep. We trying to step it up. We're gonna step it up, step it out, and
Step it up
go.
or step out, one or
Yep,
the other.
that's right.
I'm ready to eat some gumbo in Louisiana.
I
You
would love to. I
jump
don't
around.
know if I can pull it off. I don't know though. I don't know if I want to go to damn Louisiana in August because April, May, June. So July, August would be the next time because if we go out of state every 3 months, that would be our time frame. Maybe should look into something up north and do like something in the south like that when it's colder weather because it's hot as you know what down there.
Mhm.
In Louisiana.
Yeah, it's close to Texas. I mean, you ain't never been to Texas outside in the summer. Some of these people in this chat might know, but if you ain't never been to Texas in the summer or Florida, like down in Florida during the summer, it is bad.
I've been to
But
Florida in the summer.
yeah, it's bad. It gets hot. Texas is even worse than Florida. Like I stepped off out of the airport in Dallas in May, and I was out there for 5 seconds, and I was drenched. And I mean, I was in shape too. It was for my 21st birthday. Bitch looked good, okay? I was in shape. I was fit. I was, you know, I had my little thing going on and I exercised and all that kind of stuff. And nah, I still 5 seconds out in that heat. I was just like drenched. Bleh.
Yeah, humidity. Humidity.
Yeah,
Same thing around here. It's rough.
it's it's worse in my opinion. Like it was bad. But yeah, I mean, I really don't have much to add. this week for myself, except don't have any investigations planned. That's what I was saying about the art place. We were trying to do it and go there and get some like B-roll, as in like me switching and talking about each location and the place and the spot and really give it its glory, but we can't figure out a date before the first episode comes out. And I told her, she's trying to make it work for me, but I told her, we might just wait if it's too much to overextend her and Kimberly and Michelle. We might just wait and come back in a few months during the peak activity season, and we all can come back, and have a real good time. So, um, that's kind of the thing that I'm going for. So B and I've got to figure out a location coming up soon. I've got an idea in mind.
Sorry, I mashed the wrong button. Sorry, Chastity.
Oh, it's okay. I had my eyes closed when I was talking. I opened my eyes. It was like, oh,
Welcome back. Welcome back.
I'm gonna jump into these few little clips from the courthouse while you're still here, because I know you're gonna have to get off. I don't want to keep you from editing because we need the goods. We need video.
Yeah.
Turn your notes on. I think we wrote down a few times on video. Some of the video we got from Stokes County Courthouse.
You wrote down a few. I think that's a heck of a lot more than a few.
So I'm gonna bump it up to 732.
Yeah.
So I don't have the ideal software to do what I'm trying to do, y'all. I'm gonna tell you, straight up. I can't. There's a software inside on our computer in the house that makes it pretty easy to jump to different time slots on videos. This computer we have out here, like you've heard me say 100 times, is an antique. So I'm gonna add the picture back up here. So this is a night vision camera inside the Stokes County Courthouse. Let's see. So 7 minutes 32 seconds. So Chastity, you and I started hearing it before, and I'm not putting words in your mouth. I probably should let you say it, but we were hearing some big thumps on the floor. Yes. To the point where I was feeling the vibration on the floor.
Me too.
Yeah. Okay. So it started here. We went back and backtracked pretty quick, and we found. Let's see where this does start. Volume up. So let's see. Let me get my volume up. So it's 732.
And then you got another one right at 740.
Okay. So I'm gonna let it run here. You're gonna hear, and I might stop it and pull it back the best I can. I wish I really had a little better pause and forward, reverse, but I wish I had a slide where I could move it. Anyway, so you'll hear two footsteps right to start with. I hope you guys can hear it. I'm gonna talk volumes I can.
Yeah, we hope y'all can hear this.
Is that right now?
I can't hear it at all.
I'm getting a cold breeze on my hand.
Okay, so this is definitely a different time limit. So this is the same video we were looking at in our house, and the time is not matching on it.
Wow.
It's 740. So I don't understand that. Let's see.
Yeah, time's not matching up.
It's the video. It's the lag in the video problem.
What is that? Riley, is that yours? Yeah.
That's crazy. I'm not going to play it because I'll sit here all night searching for it. So at 7 minutes and 32 seconds, we had two footsteps that we did not hear when we were there. And you could hear it dead, flat out footsteps.
Wow,
Yeah,
that
you
sucks.
could.
I know, because I
I
was
heard
really looking
bacon.
forward to playing. Do what?
I heard the bacon in the
What'd you say?
video. I heard two bags in the video that you just played personally, but I know what I'm looking for. Also,
Yeah.
whistling. I don't know if you just started playing where we started hearing the initial whistling, because that's what it prompted us to whistle. We heard a whole damn tune whistled. I don't know how much
Yeah,
footage we actually have of. I know we have black footage with audio, but I don't know how much night vision footage we actually have of this place. So I haven't. I don't view the footage until I go back to edit it, because it makes my life a lot easier, because I stare at this stuff for 40 hours or so and I get tired of it. So
I can't
yeah,
imagine why the time is different just taking this one file from one computer to the other.
it's your it might be because your audio it skips. So where your computer can't run, because I on my end, y'all, your video has this is the first time it's happened. Your video's been blacking out. Like it'll do a little spinny wheel for me on my end.
Mm.
So it's already struggling to keep up with just me and you, or me and y'all rather.
oh, okay.
I can remember a lot of it where we were at. So if I hear something, it'll come back to me.
Yeah,
See, I'm super hot right now. Like, you weren't in there when I talked about in here, cold spots and hot spots. You feel like, did you just hear that? Somebody yelling on the road. It's cold on my hand again, so it's like somebody walking around touching us. Uh-huh. I feel like there's a woman's energy buried over here.
All right. I'm not going to keep playing it because it's just it'll piss me off.
I'm
I
sorry.
apologize to everybody. I was really excited about it, but I say it's not matching. It's not
That's
matching
weird.
at all. So I don't know what to do about
It's
that.
not normal.
How about we have a lot of I'm telling no, I don't understand. I'm really confused, but we spent a lot of time doing this to make it. That's par for the course with me and him lately. With this, with
yeah,
anything with the, anything with our videos, EVPs is just.
yeah.
I'm telling you, we're sucking,
We suck.
and it worked perfect inside on that computer.
It
It's
really
this
did.
So
computer.
anyway,
It's
yeah,
this
it's got to be.
computer.
I'll get it figured out. I mean, I hate to say, maybe next Wednesday we'll go back through it again, but we got some really cool stuff. I'm telling you, the
Yeah.
knocks, the knocks and bumps that you and I were hearing on the floor. Um, Nobody else could really hear them. I did see the young girl with Stokes County Paranormal. I could see through the night vision. You know how we said we were hearing the bumps on the floor, the knocking on the floor, and I was hearing it in front of me. You were hearing it maybe to the left of you, and she was the Stokes County Paranormal girl. I could see in the night vision video. I could see her head pick up, and she looked at me. So, which told me she didn't say anything, but her looking that way, I could tell that she could hear it toward my way. You
Yeah.
know, it was just weird. It was like the whistling that was going on. Everybody was hearing it, but from a different direction.
Yeah,
Yes.
Same way with the bumps.
It's
yeah,
this, and it's a good time to point out that kind of it's like a little whistly type. That's not the whistles we were hearing. That was coming from the radiator, because I was very keen on that noise, and I do say in the video it might end up it probably won't get cut out because I need to keep it in there. But I'm saying, like, I started to backtrack just to make sure because that noise when those radiators were on, because it's still using like the old timey radiators to heat that place, and it worked very well. Um, but yeah, they make that kind of like ticking, kind of high pitched noise or whatever. When y'all heard the whistles, I mean, I put it out there. I had to put that out into the etherwebs here. But it was definitely different. It was like somebody whistling a tune. It was actually like music. So two totally different types of sounds. I just want to say that as an example of those that are watching now. And when you watch this video, I just don't know how much footage we're going to actually have from the courtroom. So we'll see. It's going to be a 2-part video, and it will end in the before we go into the basement. I'm positive. The second part will be you're not going to get any of the basement, and I'm only telling y'all that because y'all are our OGs here. So yeah, first video is going to be the first half, and it doesn't make it any less just because it's loud.
Could you hear that playing through my phone just then?
Yeah.
Yep.
So this is this is one of the recordings I took. So a little while, my SD card was full on my camera. So we lost our recording, our video, but my recorder, EVP recorder, it rolled automatic.
Good.
Let's see.
That's why over there, I thought somebody says. No, it must be over there with y'all, but right here between me and Greg, unless he tapped his foot, there was a thud that vibrated the floor again. I did.
I felt it very hard right here. It was close to me earlier. Would you please just do me a favor and tell me where you did your running?
Do these radiators still work?
They do, yes.
Okay. Are they on right now?
Absolutely.
That's what it was.
I just heard this.
I did too.
I thought it was you.
Riley,
So right there was the first time that we heard a whistle, and naturally everybody thought it was Riley whistling, when in fact he had a dip in his mouth and he was spitting, so he wasn't whistling. But this was the first one we caught. You can't hear it really good on here, but I did catch this one with the video that I was going to show you a few minutes ago. So they do coincide with each other, and you can actually hear it better on the video than you can on this.
Yeah.
But I'll let it play. There's a few things that we did catch. Chastity is really funny that early on there's a whistle that I caught with the EVP that we did not catch with the video, and none of us heard it in the room.
Don't surprise me.
Nobody heard it at all. So there was whistling going on during the night earlier on than we actually, before we caught on to what was going on. It was as plain as day. The whistle, wasn't it, when we heard it?
Yeah.
We were like, I was like, oh my gosh. And the fact is, I didn't hear it. Nobody heard it. Everybody was talking, and the whistle was there the whole time.
Yeah.
So I think there's some more things I'll just play, see if you can hear any of it.
you trying to whistle?
It was that. It was over there.
Okay, yes.
I can hear everything from over here.
Who's whistling? Whistle me a tune.
I'm gonna whistle a tune and I want you to finish it if you can.
No, are you kidding me? No. No.
So
And there was a big thud. Nobody. We hadn't said nothing about the thud that happened right before the darn whistle. Like it thudded twice.
Yeah. Like something banging on the floor.
Yeah, that
So,
wasn't us.
Another thing that I'm going to show you, and I will get it figured out. I'm to the point now. I think tomorrow on my lunch break down south might get another computer. I'm just so pissed at this one, and it may not even be the computer. It may just be the operator. But so there's another one, Chastity. One time I think it was when you got up one time out of the pew, and I saw it with the night vision camera. We just noticed this, and I rolled my EVP recorder. I had it kind of almost in sync with the video and the audio coming off the camera. Um, there was a mimic. You didn't say a word, and we heard uh, June, and it says June, and I told Riley that sounds exactly like she said that, and you didn't say a word.
Where
And
we're
it-
looking,
and it
where
said
we're looking
June.
right at your mouth.
Ha ha ha, just like that.
Yeah.
And the weird part about it, Chastity, is you stood up, you walked to the front, and you said June the 7th.
That's weird. And I will say this, Emily, I showed Emily something from this courthouse. She said, I swear I heard somebody mimic your voice. Emily picked up on that. So, and she picked up on something she didn't explain. She just said, I heard somebody mimic your voice. And V was saying the whole night, mimic, mimic, mimic. It's very interesting.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna play this a little further. So this is where when we called on to, hey, something is whistling. So we keep messing with it a little more. Maybe you can hear it.
Are you kidding me? No, never over there.
So the Stokes County paranormal team, they were really blown away when this happened.
No, are you kidding me? No, never over there. Y'all heard that? Yes. Thank you so much.
Lost audio? No audio. Nope, y'all lost. Okay, there's back now.
It sounded like it was behind me. Y'all heard that? Yes. Thank you so much. No, it sounds like over there to me. It sounds like you.
So here we are talking about it. Everybody heard the whistle, but everybody heard it from a different direction in the room.
Yes.
That was really wild.
Yeah.
It sounded like it was behind me.
That's crazy.
All right, can we do that again just to validate where everybody? We're gonna try that one more time because that was really cool. Thank you. We're so excited. I'm gonna do it one more time. You said okay.
That sounded like an elk,
It took too long.
like an elk growling.
There it went again. I just heard another
I
whistle.
just need a real time spirit.
Yeah, please stop talking to me.
Everybody across the whole. It wasn't my life? No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't your life. I hope I can't recall that.
I really think they're going to whistle again. Like this.
There it goes. See, so that one sounded like it was further away,
Yeah.
but you can hear it plain as day.
Yeah.
I did it.
That's
So
amazing.
another part of it that was really cool that I wanted to show you guys with the video was we heard the stomp, we heard the loud bumps on the floor, and there was one point where Chastity, you said out loud, do we need to get the spirit box out and do a spirit box session, something to that? And V said, no, I want to get something called something. What did he say?
Physical evidence.
He said, I want physical evidence. And about 5 seconds after he said that, the loudest bump of the night happened on the floor. And we do have that. We have that on the actual video. So that was really neat too.
Yeah.
Then after he said that, the REM pod started going off, right? in the back hallway.
Yeah, REM pods started going off in that back hallway. But anyway, I'm a little bit disappointed I couldn't play the video, but I am going to play it. So anyway, we did hear a little more whistling, but there's a lot more to that investigation and the videos and the whistling than what we realized. There's a lot more that we've gone over and we've caught through the video. And like I said, naturally, you always catch things with the EVP because we're all so hooked, and we're all visual people, right? Everybody wants to see. They want the visual. They want the visuals of it. But it's so amazing what the EVPs capture. They always capture things that nobody hears, and it's always the best stuff, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
Anyway.
The only time I still, it takes me back to Bobby Mackey's when I said I was hearing people like laughing and talking, and I literally say I just heard something come through the veil, and something cut me off. I couldn't even finish it, and then that little girl laughed, and little girl quotations, and it all come through every one of our devices.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy because it's like sometimes I hear it. It's like it's traveling through space time or something. Like it happens, and I hear it first, and then we pick it up, and that doesn't happen very often. I'm not saying like I'm doing this on every ghost hunt here because every investigation is different. I'm in a different place. I'm in a different space. It's a different lunar phase. Like, like it just depends on a lot of things. Depends on the energy there, how much it wants to do with me. I did notice that it was interacting with me a lot at Madison Dry Goods with that REM pod.
Mm-hmm.
It really was. I'm just glad I got it because we didn't necessarily split up because it wasn't that far apart, but I had to go video that while they were running the spirit box. That's what made this video editing kind of challenging for the first little bit. But now I'm in different camera angles. We've got 3 different night visions and 2 different like regular camera angles.
Mm-hmm.
So with that being said, it makes it really difficult, but a lot of cool things to come. Probably things we've missed on investigations, but that's just part of it. Probably got gold evidence. But you know what? Even if we had something we missed, that was the best thing that anybody's ever caught. People would call it fake, and it wouldn't go anywhere because social media.
Always naysayers.
But yeah, guys, I'm super excited, and I'm gonna get my tail back to editing, and we'll be in touch. I'm trying to think. There was something else I wanted to say. Oh, I'm also my other adding to my new like list or whatever. I'm starting to do candle work for people. I've been doing candle work for the last 5 years. So energy work, I'm doing readings with candle work and stuff like that now. You can find all of it listed on like my social pages, or you can email me at theluminarylunabeams.com. I know I'm not on Luna Beams. I know I'm doing paranormal stuff, but it's all intertwined together. I do candle work, just basic candle work. I'm also doing mini reads where we don't get on the phone. I just email them to you, or I send you photos and emails or little short videos or audio clips that you can listen. So mini reads for quick questions. And then I officially added, which actually at 11 o'clock tonight, I have a session with my client. I'm doing psychic, like, how can I say this? People that are intuitive that want to practice is psychic practice. So I'm doing my first official session. I've done them before, but officially psychic, I've done them with a few people, but I've added that to my list. So new things I got going on. I got more stuff to come. Super excited. Got to get my tail to work.
Make that happen.
Yeah.
Yes. But yeah, guys, thanks for having me on. I'm going to hop off here, and I hope everybody has a lovely night, and I will see everybody that can make it Friday, 9 p.m. Over on my channel, Our Appalachian Nightmare, for the live premiere of Madison Dry Goods.
I'll be there.
Yeah,
All right.
We'll be there with Pop. We'll be ready.
Heck yeah, I'm excited.
Thank you for getting on. We appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you, Travis.
Thank y'all for having me.
Good night.
Bye.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I hate that, man. We worked hard on that video to get it right.
I know.
Anyway, we'll get it figured out. Bobby Boucher says, actually, former friend.
We'll let him play another day.
I'll live to play another day.
Yes.
We'll get it. We'll get it again.
we'll let her play another
Yeah,
day.
as he's twisting his nipple. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
You can't really see my nipple on the camera,
No, we're good.
but I'm twisting it. Oh, y'all.
Anything else you on your list? I'm about ready to
Well-
call it. I'm disappointed.
I mean, honestly, if you want to call it, I'm fine.
All right, we're good, y'all. Thank y'all for getting on
I
tonight. We
wrote all
appreciate it.
this list, but
Anyway, we got a long list. We spent a lot of time on that video. The good part
Yeah.
about it is we still have the video, and we'll get this worked out. Maybe I need to probably play it out here one time. What we
Yeah.
probably should have done, played it here first instead of
in there,
on the computer in the house. So that's what we'll do. Maybe tomorrow we'll play it here. We'll get it in sync because it's some really cool evidence, great validation. So that's the good part about it. But anyway, until next time, thank y'all guys for tuning on and giving us your time. I mean, time
Yeah.
is something
thank you all.
can't be bought, can't be replaced.
And I like Gus too, my brother.
And we thank y'all for giving us a little bit of your time. It means a lot. Thank you, Chastity, for getting on here.
Yeah,
Paul,
thank y'all.
Paul, if you're up here, you tried to get on a little while ago, and we had Chastity get up here. And when you get back on, message us first, and we'll talk about what you want to do. What I'd hate to do, Paul, is just pop somebody on camera that we don't physically know, and that need to know what you want to talk about first. So just to make sure we're all on the same page.
Yeah,
So that's why I didn't let you go through. So just message Riley. We'll talk about it, and
Yeah.
maybe we'll get you up here one evening. So I hated to ignore you like the way we did, but that's anyway. I didn't know what was going on. Never
Yeah.
met you personally, so I didn't. Until we'll get together and figure out what you want to talk about. We'll get you up here, Paul.
yeah.
So, yeah. Anyway, thank you guys. We appreciate you getting on. I know I keep saying thank you, but thank you. And until then.
You can catch us all at that down south out. And bye, Danielle.
Bye, everybody. Thank y'all.
Bye,
Appreciate it.
everybody.
Adios. Good night, Lee. Appreciate it, guys. Bye, Miss Edna. In stream.